day, everyone. Welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to have a nice quick little 30-minute hatha yoga class. So just some nice gentle stretching. So I want you to be comfortable on your mat. And we're going to start off with a couple minutes of breathing, pranayama. Now the breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. Inhale completely. Always try and suspend your breath. Just hold it for a couple of seconds and exhale. Nice and slow. So try to relax the shoulders. Just do what you can. Now I want you to make sure that you listen to your body, respect your limitations. If something we do is not going to feel good for you or cause you pain, think about it before you try it, all right? You can always skip it if you need to, all right? So, comfortable on your sit bones, back is nice and straight. If you can, sit cross-legged, Sukhasana position. If it's uncomfortable, you can sit any way you'd like, all right? So we start the class with a couple minutes of breathing of pranayama. And I choose a different mudra every class. If you prefer just to keep your hands on your lap, that's fine as well. Otherwise, we're going to sit in active Gaya Mudra today. So taking the index finger, rolling it in nice and tight, and wrapping your thumb around it. 3 fingers out, palm up. Active Gaya Mudra imparts active knowledge. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together. Try to relax your shoulders. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next couple minutes. Sitting tall, shoulders are relaxed, the breath is flowing, close your eyes. And now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. One more nice, long, smooth breath. And on the exhale, let's bring our hands together. Now let's rub them vigorously. Activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more big breath. And on the exhale, I want you to drop 3 fingers. Keep the index fingers together. Now, this is preparing for Jupiter Mudra. So I just want to go back to the breathing again quickly. I will try and cue you on the breath. So when I say the next exhale or your next exhale is when I want you to move, because we always move on the exhale. So just do what you can. Just take it easy. Don't overthink it. Try to stay nice and relaxed. Allow it. Let's go. Take a big breath. And on the exhale, let's come up. Now come up as high as you can. If this bothers your arms or your shoulders, you can reposition your arms and you can bring them here, or even stay right here if you'd like. Sitting nice and tall on those sit bones, let's wake up that body, let's wake up that spine. Reach, breathe. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion, are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers. For one more breath. On the exhale, I want you to keep your hands together, preparing for seated half moon salute. This again, you can put your hands on your hips and do it that way as well. On the exhale, I want you to lean to the right. So just leaning gently. You don't have to go far. Like I said, if you prefer to do it with your hands on your hips, you can do it that way as well. Lengthening the left side of the body. One more breath. Exhale up. Use your core muscles to help you move. Let's go to the left. Take your breath, and on the exhale, let's lean. And like I said, you don't have to go far. Make sure that you don't peel off the floor. And breathe. Keep that breath going. Every breath you take is long and smooth, so don't hold your breath. One more breath. Exhale. Back to center. Big breath. Exhale into your back bend. Or just reach up to the ceiling if you prefer to do it that way. One more breath. Exhale, bring the arms down right in front of you, very slow and gentle with those shoulders, right in front. All right, I'm going to give you a couple of ways to do this. Now the next stretch we're going to do is either keep your hands on the floor, lean forward and just bend the elbows, or if you're a little more flexible, you can reach out as far as you like. All right, so just find a place that feels good for you. There's always room in everything you do to make little adjustments to find the place that works for you, where you are in your practice and how your body feels today. So hands on the floor, straight spine again, always being aware of our posture. Back is straight, take your breath. On the exhale, you don't have to go far. Like I said, those of you who are a little bit more flexible, you can go as far as you'd like. This particular stretch here is going to start lengthening that spine, stretching out the shoulders, the muscles in your back. Just let it go. Breathe. One more. And on the exhale, I want you to stay low and I want you to shift your body weight. Slide your hands to the left. Weights on the left thigh, right hip on the floor. And here again, and go as far as you can. That's comfortable for you. Even if you end up just leaning a little bit, like I said, it doesn't matter how far. If you're really tight and really stiff, even if you barely move, it doesn't matter. You'll know when you get to the place that feels just right for you. Just stay there. Breathe. Lengthening the whole right side of the body, right to the hip. One more breath. On the exhale, stay low very gently. Let's shift our body weight. Slide your hands to the right. Weights on the right thigh. Left hip stays on the floor. And here, just go again. Try to relax the shoulders. Go as far as you need to go. Get to that place that feels just right. Breathe. Let the shoulders go. Now while we're here, let's release the tension that we tend to hold in our face. So I want you just to engage all the muscles. I really want you to scrunch your face up. Squeeze your face up and make a funny face if you want. Squeeze it in. Hold it. And then let it go. Let all your facial muscles go completely relaxed. Let's see if we can push some of that tension out of our face, let it filter through our body, go right into the ground for one more breath. Exhale, come back to center slowly and come up. Hands on the left, let's roll the shoulders up, roll them out. As best you can, forward and backward, let's start releasing, recognizing, releasing the tension we hold in the shoulders and our neck. All right, perfect. Let's go right into a seated twist pose from here. Right hand on the left knee. Left hand behind your back. Let's focus on the spine with this one. Big breath. Exhale as you gently look over the left shoulder. Back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. Here again, be very gentle with your spine. You don't have to torque your back or your neck. You go very slowly and smoothly. And if you find that you can't go very far, stay there, relax. But if you want to go a little deeper, you can push on the knee a little bit to the right. You'll get a little more movement if you feel you need it or if you want it. Keep that breath going. One more. And on the exhale, let's release. Slowly counter pose. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind your back. Take a breath to center always. And on the exhale, look over the right shoulder. Back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. And when you get into all the different stretches we do in that, once you get into the place it feels right, if you decide you want to go a little deeper, absolutely. But always do it on the exhale. If you feel you have to back up and come out of it, that's fine as well. One more breath. Let's focus on keeping our spine nice and strong and flexible and supple and balanced with the twist pose. On the exhale, come back to center. All right, perfect. Now left hand on the floor beside the left knee. Now I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this one here. I have my block ready to go. If you can't get your elbow on the floor, we're going to bring our arm up to the ceiling. Comfortably, this is where our little block comes in. All right? It just brings the floor up too, makes it a little easier to do it. And if you don't have a block, just put your hand out a little bit, bend the elbow, and you can do the same thing. You don't even have to put the elbow on the floor. So, that being said, left hand on the floor, on the block, or out a little further. Sitting nice and tall, let's go. Inhale, right arm up. exhale. Arm is nice and straight here. This one as well, you can do it with your hand on your hip if you prefer. Now, if you can go a little deeper, a little further to the left, or stay here if you want. Arm is nice and lined up to the side of the body. Spread those fingers like rays of sunshine. Elbow and shoulder of the left arm are nice and straight, being aware of our alignment, nice and lined up. One more breath. Exhale, right hand to right knee. Stay in this position with your left elbow. And on the exhale, I want you to push away on the right knee. Bring the right shoulder just a little closer to the left knee. Now the right arm, you can soften the elbow or keep it straight, doesn't matter. This is an upper back stretch. And you feel it all the way down, right into the hip. Don't worry about ever having to touch the elbow, or the shoulder, I should say, with the knee. That's not the point, that's not going to happen. It's just to find that place that feels just right. One more breath. Exhale, bend the elbows, stay low. Come to center, come up slowly. All right, let's go to this side. If you're using your little healthy block, take it with you. Make sure you're comfortable on your sit bones. Left hand on left knee, right hand on the floor on the block, or preparing to go a little further. Let's go. Inhale up and over. Try to relax. Focus on the sensations of the breath. It's the same breath we start with, the same breath we have now, the same breath we end the class with. It's long, it's full, and it's complete. On the exhale, left hand to left knee. And exhale, push away. Bring the left shoulder a little bit closer. Just find that place that feels good. You know, if you're really tight or really stiff, sometimes you just barely get into the position or the stretch and you're already there, you feel good. Or it's where you need to be. So don't feel like you have to be aggressive and you have to force your body. That's not a big thing, a big concern. Just get to the position, feel comfortable, and breathe. And on the exhale, bend the elbow, come to center and come up. All the way up. All right, so let's loosen up those legs a little bit. Let's get into our butterfly or bound ankle pose. So make sure you're comfortable on your sit bones. Now feet together, make sure there's room between the heels and the groin area. So just try and relax your knees. This is a gentle hip opener, releasing the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, groin area, releasing those tight buttocks as well. Two ways to do this one here. If you find that this is as far as you can go, just keep your hands on your legs, keep your back straight, and just try to relax those hips. Those of you who want to go a little deeper that can, hands on the ankles, elbows on the knees, and you're going to lean a little bit forward, all right? So I want you to focus on leaning forward as opposed to pressing on the knees. Don't put a lot of pressure. A little bit's okay, but don't slam down on those knees, all right? So either way you do it, we're going to hinge at the hips, and you're going to keep your back straight, head level with your spine. Let's go. Big breath. Exhale. Always come back to that breath. One more. And on the next exhale, come up very, very slowly. Like I said, there's no rush. Always remember to move your body slowly, carefully, and very gently. All right, hands on the knees, bring the knees together. Now let's open up those legs nice and wide. All right. Feast, straddle, split from a seated position. So this particular stretch here, legs are nice and wide. Toes are always pointing up to the ceiling. So let's focus on the hamstring, the back of the leg, the knee, and the calf. All right, so hands right in front of you on the floor. Here again, let me show you quickly. All I want you to do is you can keep your hands here, bend the elbows and lean forward. And again, those of you who are a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit further into your practice, you can crawl your fingers and go as far as you like. All right, try to keep your back as straight as you can. So just find a place that feels just right. Let's go. Big breath. Exhale. And here again, every time you exhale, if you want to go a little further, you can, or just stay right here. Now while you're here, I want you to pay attention to how your knees and your quads feel. If they're tight, if they're locked up, let it go. Relax, let them go. One more breath. Exhale, come up slowly, all the way. Perfect. All right, let's get those legs together now. All right, so nice and, all right, so this is our staff pose. So make sure you're nice and comfortable on your sit bones. Being aware of your posture, back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. All right, now let's point the toes. Get a stretch onto the top of the foot. And let's work our hands and our wrists. So arms out, keep them down a little bit lower. Fingers open, bend at the wrist, slightly turn out to the baby finger. Breathe. So what we're doing here is we're decompressing, releasing the tension, the tight muscles. The forearm, extensor muscles, wrist, hand, and fingers. Every stretch we do is the same thing. Decompressing the tight muscles, releasing the discomfort of tight nerves and tight blood vessels. And on the exhale, let's bring the hands, palms to ceiling. Right fingertips bring back the left ones. Gentle. At this point, if you want, let's get the heels off the floor. If you can. If you can't, keep them on the floor. It's just an extra calf stretch. Now this one here, gentle again. Stretching up the hand, flexor muscles, and the wrist. Let's go to the other side. On the next exhale. And bring it back. Shoulders are relaxed. Your back is straight. Breath is flowing. You feel good. And release. Heels on the floor. Relax your legs, your knees, and your thighs. All right. Hands up. Fingers. Now, let's just pull them back. Each finger, I want you to pull them back very gently. All right. So sitting tall again, start with your thumb. It doesn't matter which hand. We're going to do them both anyway. So what you can do is you can take your breath and on the exhale, pull them back. This is the same breath. Nice and relaxed. Really getting a nice deep stretch into the fingers, lubricating those little joints, paying attention to our hands and our fingers. A lot of people have issues with their fingers, with little arthritis, or stiff fingers, or work on keyboard, work with their hands a lot. So let's pay attention to the fingers and the hands and the forearms and the wrists as well. And once you get your little finger, I want you just to let them hang. Just let them hang and then shake them out. Shake them out. Release the tension in the hands and the fingers. All right, let's go right down to those ankles. If you want, let's roll the shoulders up again. Roll the shoulders out. Forward and backwards. Maybe you've noticed they're getting a little looser now. Maybe a little bit. All right. This is a nice, easy, quick way to release the tension in your shoulders and your neck. So do them whenever you want. Roll them out. Every time you do it, the shoulders get heavier, they get looser, they get more relaxed. All right, let's work those in. So I want you just to, let's do some little circles. So sitting nice and tall, you can put your hands on the floor or on your lap, it doesn't matter. Open up the legs just a little bit. We're gonna do some little circles with the ankles. Now, this is articulating the ankle. Try to focus on just the ankle. If your leg moves a bit, that's okay, but try not to wiggle your legs around too much, okay? 3 in, 3 out. Let's go. Inhale around. Exhale, pause. Go again, round. So just focusing on the ankle and the lower leg muscles as well. Smile. Happy to be here. Feels good. Just bring yourself right here, right now in this moment. Where nothing matters but how you feel right now. What you're doing, where you are. And relax. All right, let's play a little piano with the toes. Move those toes around. If you want to add the fingers, a little piano, around them, wrists and ankles. Go a little faster if you want. All right, perfect. Okay, so now let's start moving a little bit. Let's get into our table. So onto your hands and knees. All right, now, in my classes, I always offer a little extra padding for your knees or your wrists, but you can use a thin towel or a thin blanket if you find that's a little more comfortable for you. Now this is our table, so checking alignment, ankle to knee, knee to hip, knees are hip distance apart, elbow, shoulders, wrists lined up, head is level with your spine. Let's go, inhale, head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine. Exhale as you arch the back, chin to chest, belly button, spine. Cat and cow, breath and motion, meditation motion. This is lengthening the spine. Really nice stretch for the upper back and your lower back. Let's do one more, all the way up. Very gentle, very slowly. Bring yourself back to neutral position. Let's get ourselves up to mountain. So let's just come up any way you can. Let's get right up, all the way up. All right. Now I want you to shake the hands out, roll the shoulders, shake those legs out if you need to. Let's get off the floor for a little while. All right. So this is our mountain Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart, nice and anchored to the floor, staying nice and tall, always being aware of your posture. Arms to the side. Let them hang. Let's take a few breaths into our nice strong mountain Tadasana. I want you to feel that breath. Just feel it. Take the breath. Don't be afraid. Open the chest up. Take it. Always try and suspend your breath. Just hold it for a couple of seconds between the inhale and the exhale. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale into your back bend. Or just reach up to the ceiling if that feels better for you. Breathe. Preparing for ragdoll from here. Take a breath. On the exhale, hinging at the hips, soften the knees and come down and hang out. Keep your knees soft. This is our ragdoll. If this makes you dizzy, come up a little bit higher if you need to. You can put your hands on your lap if you want. This is a wonderful full body stretch, lengthening the spine, releasing the shoulders, the back. One more breath. On the exhale, bend the knees, come up very, very slowly so you don't get dizzy, all the way up. All right, perfect. Let's do a couple of nice little moves from here. So I want you to come to the very top of your mat. All right. Preparing for pyramid, take a breath. On the exhale, I want you to take a step back with the right leg. Nice wide step, big step. Back foot's on an angle. Again, alignment. Make sure that the ankle, knee, hip is lined up. Hips are square. You can rock back and forth. Make sure you're nice and stuck to the floor. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Big breath. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Fold over, both hands on the knee for engaged pyramid. Those of you who want to go full pyramid, absolutely go down a little further. If you can, leg is straight. If this is uncomfortable for any reason, soften your knee if you have to. Don't be shy. One more breath. On the exhale, bend the knee, come up slowly. Straighten the leg. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Take your breath. On the exhale, I want you to keep your arms where they are. Turn your feet. Turn your heels to the right. 5-star. Breathe. Let's do a goddess squat from here. On the exhale, I want you to squat down as low as you can. Goddess. Some call this the sunflower. Now in this position here, this is all about the nice strong legs. Try to keep your back as straight as you can. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, 5-star, come back up. I'm gonna move back so you can see me here. Now from here, we're gonna turn to the right. So we get our lunge, our pyramid for the right. On the exhale, turn your feet to the right. Windmill, left arm down, both hands on to the right knee, back to pyramid. Either keep your hands here for engaged pyramid or again, vertigo down a little further, that's fine as well. Soften your knee if you need to. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knee, come up very slowly. And back to mountain. Perfect, roll it out. All right, so let's get back down onto the floor, very slow and gentle. We're gonna get right onto our back. Let's do a couple of stretches here. So very gently, as gracefully as you can, let's get ourselves onto our backs. Nice and comfortable on your back. Keep your knees bent. Preparing for a big hug. On the exhale, bring the knees up, and I want you to give yourself a big hug. And just rock from side to side. Following the breath, keep that breath going. This is a lovely lengthening of the spine. Give yourself a beautiful back massage. Just rock And breathe, try to relax your shoulders. Now let's focus on the lower back. Let's do some little circles to the left. Releasing that tight lower back, any tension you might have. And when you're ready, let's go to the other side, very slowly. Slowly come back to center. Feet on the floor. Let's straighten those legs. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let them fall over your head. If this bothers your shoulders, you can put your arms anywhere else you'd like. And I want you to stretch that body out, fingertips to the tips of your toes. Make yourself nice and long. And then just feeling nice and completely relaxed, and let your body just settle right into that mat. Just sink right into the ground. It's important for relaxation to have a tension-free body and a tension-free mind. All that energy is flowing energy, which is our life force. For one more breath. And on the next exhale, bring your hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling. Hands are open to receive guidance from your higher self. And let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Resting comfortably in your corpse pose. At this point, if you want to bend your knees for comfort, some people like to lay on their side. Just find a place on your mat where you can just rest. Close your eyes, keep your breath going a little bit longer. And let's take a minute to thank ourselves for our practice today. Let's rest in Savasana position and offer our body, our mind, and our soul the opportunity to absorb our yoga experience. This is the time to observe the benefit of your practice and to rest with a calm mind, open to the exploration of the truth and your identity. Let's leave our mats today with the intention of understanding that we need to listen closely to hear our messages, and that clear messages only come in when our mind is clear. Therefore, we need to commit to clear our mind of unnecessary debris, of attachments to the past, of anxieties to the future, in order to be able to be in the present moment. Let's take a couple of minutes to embrace the silence in the room and in our minds. And let's go visit that place deep down inside ourselves that speaks to us, where the stillness holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Sat Nam. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes to bring life back to your body. And when you're ready, I want you to come back up to our seated cross-legged Sukhasana position, or any seated position at this point that's comfortable for you. Take your time. I know it's hard to get off the floor when you're nice and relaxed. Now, sitting nice and comfortable and your sit bones back is nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Let's put our hands together. Let's rub and vigorously activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. One more breath. And hands on your lap. And we're all done. So that's our quickie little 30-minute hatha yoga class. Thank you very much for joining me today. It is the end of July, so I know I haven't done any classes since January. I've been very busy working, so I'll try and do a few more before I get back to my full schedule, which is about 16 classes a week. So we'll just enjoy your summer and get outside, get some sun on your face, and go out and play. Find something that you enjoy and do it, whatever it is. And thank you again for joining me, all right? And stay safe. And my name is Susan, by the way.